He's also he goes to bed early too, so I doubt he'll be up at 11 p.m. tonight.
Well, Andrew, I think you've wrecked yourself here because you have work to do between the recording.
No, I'm not. I think I'm sharper than I've ever been with this approach. I'm excited for the sandwich of a day and of a bet. I realized I don't have anything to lose, I think, based on what we've talked about before. I guess the losing is just having to do the work.
What is the bet?
So we were playing Halo like last week.
Mm-hmm.
And I asked Gavin a question, and his response, I said, I think I could have had a million guesses, and I wouldn't have ever said what the answer to the question was.
I mean, do you want to just say the question?
I don't remember what the question was.
Oh, yeah. Well, Andrew's always asking very inquisitive questions while we play Halo. He's, we get to know each other, even still, to this point.
Of course.
He asked me why I was interested in, or how I got into slow-mo, what made me interested in it. And I said it was an episode of Tom and Jerry where I think Tom makes some sort of high-speed camera to catch a very fast mouse that's eating the cheese that he can't see with his human eyes or cat eyes. And I was like, oh, that's really interesting. And that was like the first thing that got me intrigued by it as a child. And Andrew said that in a million guesses, he wouldn't have guessed Tom and Jerry. And I said to him, I don't think you could name a million things. Tom and Jerry would have to be in there because I don't think he could name a million other things.
I think he's greatly underestimating how many things I know. I know so many things.
I put it to him that given a day, he couldn't even name 20,000 things.
So how do you name 20,000 things?
I'm going to open a Word document and I'm just going to start writing the things I know.
Can you do a favor? Can I add to this?
Of course.
After you complete your Word document, can you record yourself saying the 20,000 things?
That's a great idea.
I would love to release that as a piece of content.
So I didn't consider that.
20,000 things.
So the bet is if I can complete the 20,000 things, Gavin has to print them at home in his own printer. We had a debate about font size. It has to be a single-digit font size.
It can be no higher than font size 9.
No higher than font size.
And I don't know how many pages that's going to be, but I'm very excited. I'm committed to this, but we need to clarify a few things. So we just need to make sure the rules. I don't want to break any rules or cheat. So what are the rules? What are the restrictions? I can't copy and paste.
You can't copy and paste. I think you can't just like Google things.
I'm not allowed to Google at all.
I think you just have to sit in front of a notepad, and just think away at 20,000 different things.
What if I walk away for a little bit and I get inspired? Like, what if a seagull flies by my window and I'm like, oh,
fine,
that's a thing.
Absolutely fine.
Okay, so it's anything that I can think of as well as what I encounter in the world without specifically searching for it.
Yeah, and you can't just write a list of words. Like, a word isn't a thing.
Okay.
But you could write Google. Google's a thing.
Google is a thing. Yeah.
Hold on, I'm gonna Google 20,000 things and see what it says.
Okay, what about can I do multiple things? If they're different things, but they're written the same?
What do you mean?
Can I claim Pork and Beans the food and Pork and Beans the Weezer song?
Yes.
Yeah, two different
Those are two things. Okay. Fucking easy. I can do this by the time we're done recording.
This is going to index really high on Google, by the way, when we release this, because the number one thing when you search for 20,000 things is just 20,000 things you can buy with $20,000.
Huh. I should have...
in my head, Andrew's going to be flying out of the gate, thing. It's going to be crazy. It's not going to stop. But after about 4,000 things, a few hours in, I think he's really going to be struggling for things.
You think 4,000 is the line I'm going to hit?
Yeah, I think that'll be your wall.
Do you think that's like the bad part of the marathon when you're like, I don't know if I can do it. I'm at mile 19. I can't believe I have 7 more to go.
Well, because you've got to have all this done by 11 p.m. tonight.
Yes.
So how many hours till, what is that? That's going to be
12, 13 hours.
So 20,000 divided by 13 is 1,538 things an hour.
Divided by 60.
Okay. I have another question.
25 things a minute.
Oh, you can do a thing every 2 seconds. That's fine.
I have another rules clarification.
Yeah.
I don't have a portable computer. If I go on the road, can I use my phone and then copy and paste what I wrote in my phone to my Word document?
Well, here's the thing that you're going to want is you're going to want access to the Word document, because I assume you want to have a system where you I assume you want to have a system. Oh, my computer's freaking out. Sorry, it's like flashing in my face. It's like blinding me. I don't know what's going on. It's like so much.
Not only
My computer always does this at 8:16 every morning. You're just never awake to see it.
I've never seen a computer issue cause somebody to have a human issue. Like you lost the inability to speak because your computer was broken.
No, what it is that my screensaver tries to start, but it freaks out for like 5 seconds, flashing shit in my face before it actually starts. Here's what you're gonna want. You're gonna want it so that when you press enter, it like increments one number.
Yes, I agree.
You're gonna want it counted as you go. So either you need a Google Doc or you need a Word doc that you can.
I think Google Doc.
Well, okay. Who has to verify that there's 20,000 if that breaks? Is it me? Do I have to do that independently later? Because I'm saying, let's say we get to 6 o'clock and I'm running out of things. If I just go to a bookstore and just look around at the books, can't bring my computer with me. Do I have to catalog that? Well, first of all, can I copy and paste if I write it on my phone to then my computer? And then do I have to catalog that properly within my time limit, or can I do that after?
It seems like Eric is wanting to chime in with some rules here.
Just use a Google Doc. You can get the numbered thing because you can take a Google Doc on your phone. And
That's a great point.
You don't have to copy and paste anything. It is just, it's in a cloud, which is not a place, but a thing that you can access. And then I'm telling you, the numbering is on you. I'm being crystal clear. The numbering from the beginning, it better start with 1 and go sequentially.
Okay.
This is not oh man, it started numbering and then it became dots. It better be numbers front to back.
Here's another clarification. Do I need to label the specific things? Can I just write pork and beans twice, or do I have to write pork and beans song, and beans
You have
food?
yeah, because we're not going to go through 20,000 things and go, what did you mean by pork and beans twice? And you go, I don't know. Because when we started this, you said, I don't remember the question you asked me. So clarify the best that you can.
Yeah, we're going to have to search for duplicates at the end, right?
Yeah.
To make sure. And if there are 2 of the same entry without an in brackets clarification of 2 different things, then we've got a problem.
I think I should get a window to clarify, and if I can't, then that's clearly I fucked up, and I will take a loss on that.
And worst case scenario, if he doesn't number it, we can always just copy it and paste it into Excel and count the
Okay,
rows.
if he doesn't number it, then Jeff can copy it and paste it into Excel. I don't know why you would give him an inch. Why? Why would you give him an inch? I learned this from Gus. Why would you give him an inch? Why? To what? To whose benefit?
Hopefully
whose
the audience.
The insane.
Google Docs. I'll make this right now. Things I know. I don't know many things, but I do know a lot of things.
I don't know many things, but I do know exactly 20,000.
Yes. How many do you think I'll get, Jeff? What do you think of the odds of this coming together?
I think you'll get as far into this as your decision to watch all of season 2 of Salt Lake City, Real Housewives. So I imagine 1. You'll get 1 in.
I'm trying.
Yeah. It's
What
hard.
happens if I win?
Nothing. We didn't. That was a mistake, I think, on your end, is we agreed to the terms. And I think my punishment is that I spent my day attempting to write 20,000 things that I know. At every point of, especially the fact that I haven't really slept going into this day, at every moment of this day after we're done recording, you will know exactly what I'm trying to do.
Oh, and unless you knock out 20,000 things by lunch.
That's true.
Oh, dude, write down lunch. That's one of the things.
That's a great. I'm thinking about all the breads in Subway.
Since we decided this, he's been texting me just the occasional thing.
Got to stretch my prowess. Got to show him I'm the real deal.
Earlier this week, he just texted me Wheel of Fortune, paprika.
2 different things right there.
I wrote egg, Tiananmen Square.
He's just giving me options. I don't know what he's doing. He's not taking this seriously. I can't wait to see how many pages this fucking 20,000 thing is.
I don't
I'm
know
excited
if
to read it.
I can't figure out, because it's such a weird task. I can't figure out whether it's really difficult or really easy.
I think it's impossible.
You think it's impossible?
You're not going to do this. You're not going to come close.
You think it's impossible?
I'll be amazed if you get to 3,000.
Really?
You're going to lose your mind.
I don't think so. I'm excited to present this list later.
It's a funny idea for about 20 minutes, and then you look up and you're like, I still have 12 hours, and I'm behind. I got to get going.
That's your miscalculation. I don't think this is funny at all. I just think this is going to be a thing I can do. I don't think it's going to be difficult. I don't think it's amusing going in.
I'm just so interested to find out where you stopped, because you're going to have so many things ready to go in your head. You're literally not going to stop typing at the beginning until you don't have a word ready to go.
So what's...
I'm fascinated to know, is that 50 words in, or is that 1,000? I don't know. I have no idea when that will be for you.
So how many? What's the math on this? I need 25 words a minute for the entirety of.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a
and
lot.
The longer you're on this podcast, the less time you have.
That's a lot.
Oh, that's true. I calculated 13 hours, but it'll be 12 hours when. No, is that right?
I got a hard out now.
Well, I mean, we might. Who knows how long we're going to go for this?
I do. I do. I know how long I'll be here. Got words to write. I got a document to make. 3,000. You could be right. I could be greatly. It reminds me of there's in the challenge, one of the eliminations was you had to lift a thing filled with random items, and one of the items was watermelons. So like the two people had to go back and forth and be like, I can lift 40 watermelons, and eventually one of you would say, do it. And if you did it, then the other person was eliminated. And if you couldn't, then you were eliminated. And I think they got to like 33 watermelons, and the guy's like, do it. And the other guy just lifted it effortlessly. And he was like, I guess I don't really know what a watermelon weighs. Like there's no, I've never considered. So we're going to find out. I could be greatly overestimating this word thing. The math is the problem.
Why don't we do a test minute?
No, I can't do a test minute.
What if we just start a minute? You have to name vocally, and this is great practice, things endlessly for the minute. Could you do it?
Well, I'm in the dark, so this is going to be I'd rather be in light to do. Okay.
Turn the lights on.
Turn the light on.
Oh, no. Wait,
pay your electric bill?
count? Can I write these? I did pay my electric bill. Can I write these down right now?
This could be preliminary work.
So I get 1 minute right now, and I could put in whatever I want to
for the next minute. Yeah.
Yeah. Are you going to type as you say, or are you going to just say?
I think I'm going to type. I'm going to type as I say.
Okay.
I made a Google Doc. I don't want to do that. I'm going to make a spreadsheet. Go to Google Spreadsheets. So 1 minute.
Yeah.
I can do whatever I want.
And I'll give you the go ahead, and I'll time it for a minute.
Okay. This is going to be. I didn't expect this. This is a sneaky tactic by you. You caught me off my game. I was not prepared for this. Okay.
All right. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm loading in right now. I'm not even going to name the spreadsheet. Okay. Ready.
So stupid.
Give me a countdown. Give me a countdown for 1 minute. You better have
and you have to say out loud as you type so we can hear. All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Vin Diesel. Chimpanzee. Hockey. Skateboarding. Tony Hawk. Bob Burnquist. Rodney Mullen. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. I'm actually talking faster than I'm typing, so I just wrote skateboarding 2 times in a row. Tony Hawk. Bob Burnquist. I'm not even. Oh God, I'm falling apart. Okay, I'm just gonna rapidly talk. How much time do I have left?
25 seconds.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4, Tony Hawk Pro Skater American Wasteland, Tony Hawk Pro Skater Ride, Guitar Hero 2, Guitar Hero 3, Guitar Hero Aerosmith Edition, Guitar Hero AC/DC, Rock Band 2, Rock Band 3, Rock Band The Beatles Rock Band, bass guitar.
Oh, stop. Did anybody have a count on how many things that was?
I couldn't. I had lost the ability to type at 4. I spelt Tony Hawk, Tony HWAK, and I spelt chimpanzee with a J.
I think I counted 17 things.
There's no way.
Tony
it was
Whack.
just 17. I did. I wrote Tony Whack.
So it's become clear that Andrew can get there if he knows 20,000 athletes in video games. That's it.
Ooh. I at least know 1,000 of those.
That's a pretty good technique. Numbering different iterations of the same thing is smart.
Yeah.
Because they are different things.
Yeah.
vastly different things.
Halo 5 is very different from Halo Reach.
Did I even touch on Halo? You're just giving me Halo now, Jeff. You just gave
come
me like
on,
7
man.
games.
I think it's safe.
Gave me 7 games.
This fucking bet came from Halo. I assumed it would be in there.
What I do know is we need to wrap up the show so I can start writing words down. We're coming up on an hour. I need all the time I can get. That minute.
So we should end this episode with a countdown.
Ooh, okay. But then we gotta wait a little bit because we have to fill some time. So maybe we should do the outro and then, or do we do the outro after the timer? When do we do the timer?
No,
normally?
the outro.
9.
No, you got to do all the outro stuff first.
8. This is the outro. Thanks for listening to the Flames podcast. Tune in next week. For us, it'll be 11 hours from now, 12 hours from now. 8. 7.
Said 8 twice.
6. We really appreciate you listening. We liked it so much we said 8 twice. That's 3 times. 6. 5. 4. 3. Love you bunches. Don't forget to eat your bananas. Potassium's cure depression. 2. 1. 7. 6. Why are we doing it again? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Go. That's me. I don't know why I'm saying go. I'm so dumb that I thought the audience would know when it's 7 for me. I was like, we got to time this exactly. It doesn't fucking matter. It's going to come out.
Oh, you were trying to make it land on...
Stop talking! It's over! It's done! What are you doing? You counted down.
He's right.
It's done.
For the audience, just in case you didn't listen to the last episode, we needed to cram a bunch of episodes in before Gavin went out of town. So we got into a fight, and we ended up, for some reason, agreeing to record 2 episodes in one day. But one of them had to be early in the morning, and the other one had to be at the end of the day. So we recorded one at 8 a.m. our time, and then one at 11 p.m. on our time. And then we all worked full days, except for Andrew, who had to write 20,000 things today. Kind of like a gunmetal, like a carbon fiber color. It's kind of like a grayish.
Gunmetal.
Like,
oh, that sounds cool.
Yeah, it's nice.
I think gunmetal might be on my list.
That's a thing.
That is a thing.
All right, so
thing.
Here,
so
I'll
we
send you
shot
guys a
the
picture
shit
of
for...
No, we can keep shooting. I think it's okay to keep shooting.
You're not still adding to it, are you?
I may have added what did I add? Jeff said. I got to scroll for a minute.
You said Jeff said.
Bosch. Jeff said Bosch, and that's the name of a TV show on Amazon. That's the thing. I forgot about that. Put it on the
You're
list.
spelling it without the C.
Yeah. Well, I'm just spelling the name of the show. It just made me hearing Bosch made me think of.
But you could also put in Bosch, like the company.
Oh, yeah. I guess I could. I just thought of the show. Thanks, Gavin. Add to the list. That's it. Bosch.
There we go.
So yeah, we've gone through what we've all been doing. Andrew, how was your last 14 hours?
Yeah, because you didn't sleep last night because you were scared you were gonna oversleep, yeah, and miss the morning podcast. So you've just been up for like 400 hours.
So I'm gonna copy and paste this. Unfortunately, what I use, the numbers do not come with the document. I'd have to like export the document, I think.
But I thought you used a Google Doc. We can see numbers on that.
No, I didn't end up using a Google Doc.
Oh.
I did something else.
Why?
I used
Eric's already mad.
Because okay, this is why. When I hit enter on this one, it goes to the next number automatically. It already writes it.
That's what you
so
want.
I figured that's what I want, and I figured would be a big time saver. So that's why I did it on this and not the Google Doc. I don't think
that's what Google Doc can do. It's just a list. You just start a list.
Well, wait a second. Let me go back to it. Let me go back to the one I made earlier.
No.
Titled spreadsheet.
He's gonna delete it.
No, I'm not gonna delete it. So I have Vin Diesel, chimpanzee spelled with a J. Let's try this. What's the thing? Somebody name a thing.
Banana.
Okay, well, my computer has to load.
Oh my god.
Okay, here we go. B-A-N-A-N-A.
Eric and Nick are going at it in the chat with things. We've seen dog, rat, mouse, cat, sunglasses.
Okay. Listen, that's my mistake. That is my mistake. I didn't know the spreadsheet worked that way.
Oh my, we told you.
You told me in the Blitz. You told me when I was blitzed and I was caught off guard.
Eric, did you tell him?
100% said what to do, what to click, how to do it, and what the expectation was.
Well, it was very early for me.
Eric was also like, let's be very clear. Yep. I remember that part. I'm going to over-explain this so there's no confusion.
Because Because it's not over-explaining on this fucking show. It's explaining the regulation amount.
What if I screenshot this?
Copy and paste it, and it will insert new numbers for you. Maybe.
Okay. Well, how would I do that? What do you mean?
Copy
Yeah, I understand. Copy and paste what to where?
to the.
I don't think it would make new numbers. I think it would just be one giant thing if I moved it to spreadsheet. We're just gonna copy and paste. We're gonna start here. We'll do my first 40. You can tell me what you think.
All
Tell me what you think of this first 40.
40 out of 12, 20,000.
20,000. So we're going to do 20,000 in increments of 40.
So here we go. This is 40.
Oh,
This is the first 40.
okay.
We started with Vin Diesel.
These are
As
Vin
you
Diesel
should.
movies.
Vin Diesel, I felt like I did pretty good with Vin Diesel movies. I felt like I stretched Vin Diesel pretty far.
Vin Diesel, Triple X, Knock Around Guy, Saving Private Ryan, Triple X 2. You went back to Triple X. I like it. After 2 movies,
Dude.
you're back in Triple X.
He's just going in order. I think he fucking did MTV Movie Awards.
That's a Vin Diesel thing. Vin Diesel's connected to the
Aegis Wing. You're doing video games too. These like that he's voice acting.
So
Agents of Mayhem?
this is what happened. This is as soon as
You
we
can't just paste his IMDb.
No, I didn't. I wrote everything. All of the Vin Diesel is from memory.
Wow,
These are
I'm
all
impressed.
Vin Diesel things from memory.
So you remembered something called 3-on-3 freestyle from memory.
No, listen. This is what happened. We're gonna get there. So I remembered up until Fast and Furious because there's 2 of those, right?
There's 10 of them.
So there's a bunch of them, but I couldn't remember the subtitle for the video game. So I went into, I own it though. So I opened up my games library and all of the next like 700 are all the games in my digital games library for Xbox. That's what these all are. 3-on-3 Freestyle, 6180 in the Moon, 9 Monkeys of Shaolin, Freshly Frosted, Prototype, Aegis Wing, Agatha Christie, The ABC Murders. Because I figured, I'm not Googling. I'm not breaking that rule. And I didn't think that it was any different than me like going into a library and looking at titles.
Age of Booty is actually a good game, Eric. It's a top-down pirate game. It was actually developed in Austin.
Yeah, it's pretty popular.
Good game. Yeah.
So what was that? 45?
Well, I don't
40?
know because there's no
Where are we
numbers
at?
on it.
Where do we at? Alan Wake's
That's
American
40.
Nightmare.
So you need
was 40.
we have 19,000.
So let's go. Let's see if we can go because there's a
60 to go.
There's a limit on Discord for how many characters you could put in a message. So let's go.
If only we had a
Let's try
live
to-
document we could all look at.
If only.
Let's try to go.
If only
100.
if only we'd set the expectation clearly.
Well, let's put 100. Bam. There we go. Now we're at 100.
Just all of your games.
This is 100 right here.
Okay.
You got Beyond Good and Evil. You got
We're at-
BioShock.
We're at B. We've gone from A to Borderlands.
And then
Okay,
you've
so
got,
I'm gonna-
but you've got Back for Blood, Banjo, Kazooie, Nuts and Bolts in the same line. Astroneer, Captain Spirit.
Wait. What's Banjo-Kazooie? What's Najo-Tooie?
Give me a second. Okay, well, listen. There's some imperfections in this list. There's some spelling errors.
Is that supposed
There
to
are
be
times
Banjo
where I've-
Tooie?
Banjo-Tooie.
Where is it? Yeah, it is.
It looks like
It's supposed to be that.
Naho-Tooie. Oh,
So now we've gone to the next 100. This is 100 more games.
Eric,
Now,
Eric spawns out. There's a game called
was
Donut
at-
County.
it's a great game. It's reverse. It's like
I got the
reverse
soundtrack for
Katamari.
that. Yeah.
It's a great game. No, this is Jack's gonna love this. He's gonna think it's great. I can't wait to see Jack's view of this list. So at this
No
point,
Demon Souls.
no, I don't. Well, that's PlayStation, right? Or was that on Xbox?
Are you exclusive Xbox here?
I was just mainly Xbox. So at this point, this is where we encountered an issue. This is when I fell asleep at my desk. This is a great fall in the list. I may have greatly overestimated the time it takes to both write things as well as doing it on no sleep. So this is the list. The list doesn't stop there. We still got how many things do you think I named?
Out of 20,000, how many? At any point,
Yeah.
were you just sat there thinking of things, though?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
I don't think you made it to 1,000.
I think you named 640 things.
Well, here's another 100, so we're at 300 at this point.
Just
Gems of
ignoring Nick
War.
and Eric. NHL 16, NHL 17, NHL 18.
Final
Maybe a lot of
Fantasy
those.
1 through 13.
But here's the thing, right? You may only own NHL 16 through 21, but there were surely NHL games way before that you could have
100%.
just put in.
Yeah, but so there were times where I knew there were more. That happens a lot, but I couldn't remember their names, and I didn't want to Google it. I felt that was against the competition.
I like at the beginning
so I
of
only
this part,
put ones
you've got Doom, and then next to it, you've got Doom.
because
that the
that's
movie?
what the reboot of Doom. No, I didn't include the movie because I'm a fucking idiot. That's the reboot of Doom was called Doom.
But we talked about this, Andrew.
Yeah, we did.
You have to have a bracket. You have to have parentheses explaining the difference. Otherwise, you could have just written Doom, Doom, Doom as 3 different things.
Well, I figured we clarified in this moment and that we were all good. It didn't need the
Okay.
bracket. I didn't have a lot of time. I figured here's another 100 for you to peruse.
It's got Final Fantasy 2, 1 through 13.
I can tell that he wrote that. I think there will be people who go, "Oh, I think he just copied and pasted this." Look at Just Cause, Just Cause 2, Just Cause 3, Just Cause 4.
Oh, this is amazing. We gotta put this. We gotta post this list online somewhere.
So let me
Lord Murray.
analyze. Let me analyze. That's a Game Pass game. Very meditative.
Okay.
Great
We
Game Pass game.
still have to
Just
get you
Cause.
to, no matter how many you did, you still have to read it out loud so we can
So
release it as its own
now the Just
file.
Cause happened. That was a fuck you to all the people that think I made up the not knowing the shift key and the caps lock thing. That is the exact issue I've talked about, where I mishit when it was supposed to be up and when it was supposed to be down.
Kingdom for Keflings. I forgot about that game.
So here we go. Let's throw got another 100 in here.
Well, that's a lot of Mega Man.
It's a lot of Mega Man.
A lot of Metal Gear Solid. A lot of Mortal Kombat. Oh God. NBA 2K11 through
stops
16.
at 16.
In 2016, you switched from NBA to NHL games. Oh, this is amazing.
Well, what else you got? What else you got, buddy?
Yeah, okay. We're moving into 600. I'm sorry, this is taking. I thought it would be the numbers would copy and paste. With this, it does not. We're going in another 100 at a time. 100 more things that I named that are things.
NHL 02 to NHL 20. What was the other one again? Was it not NHL? What was the
Oh, did I double down on NHL?
Oh, Andrew, you did.
Yeah, NHL
So this is-
16, 17, 18, 19, 20,
Okay, well
21.
those so we can subtract.
on.
We gotta no,
We're
we
taking
gotta
out
minus
a
5.
Doom.
Somebody,
We're taking out a Doom
somebody-
and 5 NHL games.
No, the Doom is fine because
Bullshit.
they're different
You've
things.
got Overcooked
No,
in there
they're different
twice.
things. Where's Overcooked?
It's the shittiest list in the world.
Look at
Where's
Overcooked.
Overcooked?
I think you meant Overcooked 2, but you didn't put 2.
I did.
Yeah.
I did. I forgot the 2 on Overcooked 2.
Strike one
This
of
is-
those.
So that no, we don't need to strike it. It's just it's clarified. We got -5 right now. Can somebody just remember?
When Andrew has to read this list and we release it, it's just going to be Andrew saying names of video games only.
I didn't even think that he could probably get close to 20,000 in his own video game collection.
No, I went through my entire video game collection. We're coming up on the end of the video games. Drop another 100 in here for you. So we got some more coming at you. Some more hot games. Sniper Elite through 4. Solitaire, classic game. Who doesn't love Solitaire?
Oh my God.
Oh, Ruby
Space
Grim Eclipse.
Jam.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, of course. Great game.
Yeah.
Saints Row
Okay, so
Get Out of
sorry.
Hell, is that a separate game?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I
It was
thought
like DLC side game.
I thought it was just DLC.
It had its own icon. So
DLC's
I'm
a thing.
assuming it's its own thing.
DLC is a thing. That's a good point. We're not listing games here. We're listing things.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're almost. Wow, I had more games. So we got like 100 more games, and then we've gone out of game territory.
I'm
so
really excited to get to just the things you're thinking of.
So that's where it becomes a difficulty because I fell asleep. I passed out
How long were you asleep for?
about 5 hours.
Whoa! At
I
your
fell
desk?
asleep at my desk
Like
for
head
5
on the
hours.
desk?
Like head on the desk for 5 hours. I woke up. I
We've
used the
had
bathroom.
Such different days.
Like you finished the test early and the teacher told you to put your head on your desk and be quiet.
So I was cruising and I thought, you know what? I shut down. I just shut down. I don't even remember falling asleep. But I woke up 5 hours later, got a drink, used the bathroom, fell back asleep for 3 more hours. It really ate into my clock.
So that's 5 hours plus 3 hours. And
8 hours.
What was the total?
12 or 13.
The total
I think it was like
13.
14 hours.
I think it was 13.
So we're subtracting 8 from 14.
So we're almost done with the games. Do the next 100. Okay, so now we have left the games officially at this next 100. We can really analyze. You can tell me what you think, where you go, where my brain went. You can see some of these have connections, some of them do not. So we wrap up the games, and the very first thing is Vancouver child kicker.
Nice.
3 things.
Three
Yeah,
things.
because I have the koozie on my desk.
Yeah.
As soon as it's
This is your
done.
Kaiser Soze moment.
I like that you've gone from games to you can't pluck anything out of your brain. You're already staring around the room for inspiration.
Yeah, barbecue sauce, ketchup, mustard, ranch, mayo. Disney Channel, Disney Parks, Disney Company.
Those are all separate things.
Packages, flags. Oh, you should have put banners. Ranked games, ciabatta bread, Johnny Bravo,
How do you make these leaps?
Dexter Lab, Scooby Doo, Teen Titan. Oh my God, Doug. Video games,
The show.
board games, pass. Rainbow. like this one. Orange, plum, grape, bananas, Luke Skywalker.
Liam Neeson.
The way I couldn't remember.
Michael
I was
Fassbender,
confident I could.
Troy Aikman.
This is like you get inspiration in a new direction. You'll be like, oh, fruit. You'll do like 3 fruit and then move on to something completely different. It's so scatterbrained. I love it.
So this is what happened with Liam Neeson. I wasn't confident I would know how to spell Qui-Gon Jinn, so I just went Liam Neeson. Didn't trust it.
Oh, you had a run of Kenny's.
I did
Oh
have
my
a
God.
Kenny's.
Kenny Rogers, Kenny Loggins, Kenny Powers, Kenny Hotz, Kenny from South Park, Kung Fu Kenny.
Great Kenny.
Did you
It's a
eat ciabatta
Rush Hour
bread
reference.
today?
Bring it back to Jackie Chan. Okay, so now we'll do the next 100. Once again, none of these are video games.
Yeah, is that Rumors the album or Rumors the thing?
Rumors the album. We'll say the album.
Okay.
We wrote the album.
Or the
So this is the last. This is the last of the list.
This is the end of your list?
This is the end of the list.
You suck. That's so bad.
You went back to video games for a while.
Bruce
Characters,
Lee, Kirby.
not games.
Bayonetta 2, Bayonetta 3.
Okay, those are games.
characters? Those are games, dude.
Those are games.
You
Those are
went from
games.
Skyfox Online remastered to Chris Pratt.
Thinking the Super Mario movie.
Oh. Keegan Michael Key, Jack Black,
These are all voice actors on the Mario movie.
Anna Taylor-Joy.
Garlic bread.
Then garlic bread in the middle.
Filet
Indiana.
of fish, paprika.
Indiana, you could have just done all the states. That's a free 50.
I this
So
part.
here-
Rosemary, thyme, cherries, Nelly. Ja Rule, Regis Philbin.
Can I ask how you got devil satanic symbols Tristan Thompson? What?
Q from James Bond.
Tristan Thompson. I was thinking about the trade deadline on Thursday. Is this traded? Gerbil's a thing. Gerbil's
Yeah.
definitely a thing. So I may have had some burger confidence in this. I may have greatly overestimated. I may have fallen asleep at my desk, eating up most of my time.
It's
My grand total.
You still had, but basically, if you subtract 8 hours from your time, you went from having to do 29 a minute to 55 a minute. But
Yeah,
you
I'm not that
still,
fast.
You still had. I feel like you still wasted all of the hours that you were awake.
What do you mean I wasted? What do you mean? I thought the video game library idea was a great plan.
Yeah, but
Almost took me to 1,000. What? No, when you leave the video game library, that's where it becomes a problem, because I can't remember. Did I talk about John Hughes previously? Did I talk about Satanism? Did I talk about Tristan Thompson? It becomes difficult. But this is my commitment, because I lost this by a lot. I was just 19,000 shy. I'm going to keep up with this list of things. I will name 20,000 things, and we'll just see how long it takes.
So how
I've
many
lost this bet.
is on this list?
1,009. That's not subtracting the 5 NHL duplicates. So 1,004. I was just a slight 19,000 short.
Like, here, you've written gun the video game, and then below it, you've written a gun.
Yeah.
You
They're
wrote
different
Macho
things.
Man and Randy Savage as two different things.
Different things.
Yeah,
They're
one's the
different
character,
things.
one's the human. I'm guessing. I like that you wrote Al Horford and then Brick. I don't know if that's a dig at Al Horford.
No, it wasn't. I just immediately thought of the movie Brick,
Okay.
and then the song Brick.
So if you had a
I guess I
progress
could
bar of what you tried to achieve today and what you actually did, it would be at 5%.
Yeah.
Well, it takes, this is, as we said going in, we didn't know how difficult this would be. This is very difficult. I'm happy with the list I have. I'm going to continue to build off this list. I will do 20,000 things, and we'll just see how it goes. I'm not even going to set a timeline. That'd be dumb of me to declare when this will be done. But I am going to be actively working on this list, and I'll let you guys know when I have 20,000 things. And then I'll read it out, or am I reading out the 1,000? I think it'd be funny to have like a 6-hour.
You're going to read out
20,000.
20,000 things, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, now's
I'm
your
committed to
opportunity to transfer it to the Google Doc and continue in there.
Yeah,
And in
before
the
you waste any more
meantime,
time.
I'll just turn my printer off.
I think we should still print it. I don't think you have to print it, but we should print it. I just am curious how many 2,000 thing, 20,000.
Can you just not print it during a record? Is that okay? Can you just?
Yeah,
not?
that's fine.
Okay, just making sure.
No, I've learned my lesson. I learned my lesson from the law.